Starting with, we played a yes/no question game, yes/no game, answer question. We asked two students from the classroom to join the front of the classroom and asked each student asked the other one some sort of question, avoiding to say avoiding to say no, and in the same time they are not allowed to say a word in Arabic. Since they are first year, they are always failing to say a word in Arabic. And by the way, there is this anecdote. I had a very good student pronouncing inside the classroom, and he was winning like 3-4 rounds in the yes/no question. At a sudden, he said, his friend asks him, "Do you make money?" So he answers, "I make بزاف money." So he failed himself just in a way where he wanted his classmates to have fun. Moreover, we had another game, the vocabulary race or the vocab race. In this game, students will be will be divided into two teams, staying in a straight line. The teacher will show one picture to the first two students from each team. The one who answers first, like spell the word correctly or tell the meaning of this word, he is the winner. The second student will leave or will be eliminated from the game. Yes. So this game specifically is adapted from the lively video of her lively video YouTube. She has explained how we integrate games inside the classroom in 2018. Okay. Categories. This one is, we even have this game in Arabic. So in this time, students are divided into groups, 5 to 6 students per group. They are going to write like a table, and we have in this table they have the letters. So the teacher suggests the letter. They have like 10 to 20 seconds to say the word that start with A, for instance, or B, or D, or H, like in to give a sort of animals, foods, places, maybe people, maybe verbs, nouns, etc. It's up to the teacher on what is the lesson is about. For instance, if the teacher is pronouncing that the lecture title is words, he can give them all type of words to be included. The last game was board racing or board race. In this game, learners will be split into two main teams, deciding that one student will be the responsible of the group. They are going to meet the board, and the teacher will shout out a word. The student will be hearing the word. They are going to write the word on the board quickly without making any spelling mistake. Okay, so in case they made a mistake, the group lost a point. So as a result to this gaming, this process of gamification, the implementation of these games have shown that students are strongly interested in the class and want to play more games. They are very energetic when they hear their teachers or they hear me as their teacher saying, "We are playing a game today." They seek to to help their teachers use different games in the classroom as trust today. Sometimes when we only give content, students really feel bored, and sometimes they lose concentration in the middle. So the students are developing language skills, especially when it comes to grammar and vocabulary and even the speaking skills, okay? However, it is crucial to mention that students are trying to use their smartphones in the middle of each game. This is something that we noticed in the observation research tool, because they wanted to win. The desire to win, the competition, their sense of competition reveals how much they want to win, so they only use their phone to cheat, okay? Gamification has valid pros, and in the learning space, it boosts the learner's engagement. Humans are born with the instinct to challenge and play. Maybe not to play, but to challenge. We are all into challenging sometimes. Sometimes also lecturing and listening to a very long lecture, as I mentioned earlier, presented by teachers, lessons, learners' attention. I'm sorry, Professor War, for taking much time. Okay. I might skip to the conclusion. So ensuring the validity of gamification is the role of the teacher, of course. They are capable to analyze whether they affect student outcome positively or not. And teacher can also be these games designers. So they are going to design which game, or they are going to look for games online and choose what are the suitable games that are included. Sometimes maybe model games, if I can say. Okay, so only the gamified lectures that are suitable for their learners' level, as I mentioned. Thank you very much all for listening and taking much time. Really sorry, Professor War. I may give you the floor back.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Nourhuda Ramil, and thank you for your presentation. And I liked how you skipped to the conclusion. So very thanks for this. Now, because I have strict instructions from Dr. Ghulan. This is why. Yeah. So now we are going to move to Dr. Hanan Arbahi from Mernia University Center. The presentation is entitled The Teaching Learning Experiences at Mernia University Center during the COVID pandemic. So just I'm going to give you the floor. Doctor. Hanan Arbahi, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
So the floor is yours here.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Nisreen.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So in the meanwhile, are you ready or no? Not yet.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm sharing. Yes, I'm sharing my PowerPoint.
Okay. So just here in the meanwhile, I'm going to say a few things about your work from the abstract. So you have written that this study was undertaken to know the perceptions of the teachers on online blended learning so that a suitable room pad could be prepared at the policy level, and quality online blended learning design could be developed to develop both teachers and learners. So are you ready?
Yes, normally I'm ready. Is my PowerPoint sharing? Is mine?
Yes, it is shared. So the floor is yours there.
Yes. Thank you so much, Professor Nasreen. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, everyone. Dear conference organizers, committee members, and our colleagues who meet today to enrich this scientific events, greetings. We would like first to thank the conference chair and all people who succeeded in making the conference into light. Today, I'm going to participate with a paper entitled The Teaching and Learning Experience at Mernia University Center during the COVID-19 pandemic. So, during any crisis like a pandemic, online blended learning could meet the academic needs of the learners in a bigger way. The use of information and communication technology, ICT-based technologies, has converted the entire technology-based pedagogy to a learner-centered pedagogy, following which the skills of using technology are to be seen as the most essential qualifications on the part of both the teachers, educators, and learners. As a roadmap, the present research work will be introduced to the main aim of the paper, the research questions, piloting the study, the research methodology, findings, and some recommended points. Therefore, the purpose of this paper is to understand the perceptions of the teachers regarding the use of online blended learning modes in teaching learning transactions. Another purpose of the paper is to find out the prospects and challenges of providing online blended learning at Mernia University Center, Algeria, particularly during and in post-COVID-19 situations. To achieve these aims, the following research questions are set as follows. The first one, what is the perception of the teachers regarding the use of online blended teaching? Secondly, what are the main problems in accessing online learning materials? And lastly, how can the teaching learning transactions be carried out in a post-COVID-19 situation at Mania University Center, Algeria? The researcher used the academic analytics approach. A semi-structured questionnaire was designed in Google Forms comparing the perceptions of the teachers at Mania University regarding online blended services, and analysis was done using Google Analytics. Further analysis of the data received had been done by using simple statistical tools like percentage. As far as the sampling is concerned, we selected 40 teachers from Mania University Center, mainly the 4 institutes, to conduct the study. It is found that blended learning could be the solution for providing education in the context of the 21st century Algeria. However, unlike in case of the conventional education, open education has widened the scope of learning, adhering to the motto, "Bring your own device to learn." The extensive use of open educational resources, massive open online courses, social media, and meeting apps during the COVID-19 lockdown has opened up the minds of the knowledge-hungry people, further enabling them to receive the necessary educational inputs, training, and skills even during the current pandemic situation. This is going to have a big impact on the ways of educational transactions in the days to come. The researcher has suggested some recommendations. First of all, reconsidering the teacher and learning pedagogies. That is to say, during and after the pandemic-led lockdown in Algeria, there is a need to reconsider the very idea of pedagogy as a technique, an approach, a process, and a method that would help to make teaching learning effective in the real sense. A thoughtfully formulated techno-pedagogy at this critical stage could guide the teachers in using the appropriate teaching tools and techniques to fulfill the mission and objectives of education. Therefore, the pedagogical issues at any given time, like in the case of the pandemic, should be aligned with the expected learning outcome. Secondly, capacity building of the teachers and educators regarding the use of online blended learning for content delivery. That is to say, it is seen that during the pandemic, teachers in higher education are already utilizing facilities like educational platforms, like, for instance, Moodle, and applications like Google Meet and Zoom, which have given much respite to the learners. As far as the research limitations are concerned, the discussions in the paper are limited to a study of one university center in Algeria, and it is a general study only. The sample size was limited to only 40 teachers, as the response rate was significantly low compared to the number of addressees to whom the questionnaire was sent. For the practical implications, the study will help in understanding the present state of online blended learning in Algeria. The use of online learning was no doubt intensified by the sudden outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the study will also help in preparing a roadmap at the policy level regarding the beneficial use of online blended teaching learning models, both by the teachers and learners during any future crisis-like situations. To sum up, in the end, we can say that the systematic integration of technology in teaching and learning in higher education institutions through policy implementation, capacity building, and the use of appropriate low-cost technologies can become the harbinger of a change. Therefore, the study had been undertaken to know the perceptions of the teachers on online blended learning so that a suitable roadmap could be prepared at the policy level, and quality online blended learning design could be developed to help both the teachers and learners to happily cope with any crisis at present as well as in future. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your considerable attention. All your comments are welcome. Thank you, Professor Nisreen. The floor is yours.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for respecting the time. You were right on time, and thank you for your presentation. Now the turn is the floor is for Dr. Jamil and Mr. Ali Jazil Ziyouch.
Yeah, am I audible to you?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
So we present.
May I please have the permission to share?
Yeah.
Sorry?
So which means that Dr. Benjamil is not here.
Yeah, she's absent for particular reasons.
Okay. So
Yeah. So I will be presenting. Yeah.
Hi. Yes. So your name here on the floor is
Jazil Ziyouch.
Jazzy. Okay, I found it.
Yeah.
So you just send a big hi to Dr. Jamil.
All right. It shall be received, inshallah.
So, the floor is yours.
All right, let me just upload my presentation.
Yeah. Yes.
In the meantime, hello everyone. I am quite delighted to be amongst you.
We are also
I take everything you've delivered ideally. Yeah, yeah. So just to draw from is most people, this period is frowned upon by most people, I should say. Sorry, I should just drag the PowerPoint to the upload, right? So yeah, COVID-19 is frowned upon by people regarding breaking ramifications, but every cloud has a silver lining. For this period, this pandemic has pushed and imposed this of technology and remote learning in the educational remit or sector. So today's presentation is 80%, it's uploaded. Right, can you see it now? So today's presentation is entitled Teaching Online Advantages, Drawbacks, and Students' Perspectives. Of course, the presentation outline, we shall see this consequences of this action, which is the online or remote learning from students' perspective or standpoint. So we've got the research methodology, the findings and discussions, and finally the conclusion. Of course, we have to go through the importance of incorporating online education. It's basically everything we thought it was lacking. So we've got enhanced accessibility to education regardless of physical barriers, a flexibility in learning schedules or accommodating diverse student needs. We've got the integration of technology for interactive and engaging learning experiences, and the preparedness for unforeseen disruptions, ensuring continuous education delivery. The research methodology, of course, there was this small sample or small population of students of 90 communication practices students at the Department of English at Gelma University. Of course, the pre-test was to find out what and how much these students acquire, and the post-test was to find out if they learned from this remote or online learning. And they were provided with a questionnaire that constitutes of mainly 5 questions. Finding and discussions. Of course, the advantages of online teaching. We have to take insights from the educators' experiences. And we have the educators showcase adaptability by integrating various online tools, fostering interactive and dynamic learning environments. The benefits for both teacher and students were the accessibility, the flexibility, and the enhanced interaction. The accessibility is that the online platforms provided easy access to a wealth of resources, promoting self-paced learning. For the flexibility, it was teachers could tailor lessons to suit diverse learning styles, encouraging students' engagement. And enhanced interaction, utilization of forums and live chats facilitated deeper students-teacher interactions. Now, going to the drawbacks, of course, any action has to have its own advantages and disadvantages. The drawbacks and challenges, obstacles faced by educators and learners, well, mostly they were technical issues. Educators encountered connectivity problems and software glitches affecting instructional delivery. Engagement and motivation, maintaining student engagement in virtual settings means when he's not really in front of you in person, is proved to be challenging. And digital equity, ensuring equitable access to technology and resources for all students remained a concern. Now the feedback. Of course, the questionnaires constitutes or was composed of five main questions. The first one, what is the communication practices lecture you enjoyed or liked the most? Because the sample or the population was based on a group, a 90-person or students group that studies communication practices. The second question is why. The third question is, did you like the experience of studying online? And another why, in both cases, yes or no. And the fifth question was, which part or item in the online courses you liked the most? For which lecture they preferred, it was the vast majority answered with 86.66%. Answered the styles of communication. And the why, they said that because it is easy and uncomplicated, while I think it resembled them, because the lesson of styles of communication is about passive communication, passive-aggressive, and so on. Now, did you like the experience of studying online? This is the $1 million question, and we have a shocking yes of 34 students out of 90, and the rest said no, which is 56 students. Now, for the people who said yes, they said that it was fun, it's a new experience, I could interact with teachers often, more chances to practice, I was lucky to access the platform easily, and freedom for university or to study freely from home. Now, others who said no, it was mainly about internet issues. They said, or they claimed that they prefer the classroom. The website does not work for the most of the times. In the module of grammar, we need to contact the teacher to understand, less human interaction, and they claim that they don't focus when they study alone. This must be the kinesthetic type. Now, which part or item in the online course you like the most? Are the exercises or the online lectures on the BBB or the lectures in PDF forms, and the vast majority answered the online exercises like drag and drop and choose the best answer with multiple choices. Now, as a conclusion, the debate can rage on if we'd like, and I personally believe that we have consumed every room. We've got to choose between integrating this technology or not. But from a personal standpoint, I guess the solutions is to keep using it, to keep integrating this online learning despite the dark end of the tunnel, to include it as part of the assessment procedure or the TD mark. So it's a forced step to make the majority of students accept this reality. For the internet issues,
from the Arabic department, 24 students from the English department.
I'm sorry, there is an interruption. Okay. For the internet issues, we shall be flexible with the deadlines, and we have to diversify the activities. This was it. Thank you so much. This is my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. I'll gladly have any questions or comments from your side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Zayush, for your presentation. It was really quick. It was clear, and I think I myself have some questions for you. Now we are going to move to Dr. Haji, Mohammed Haji. Dr. Muhammad Haji, are you here? Dr. Muhammad Haji, are you here? Because I don't find your name here. Dr. Muhammad Haji.
Yeah, I'm here.
You are here. So,
Just give me a minute.
yeah, I'm looking for your name.
Big blue button.
Where is your name? I don't find your name. Your name is not in the list. Here.
Really?
Utilisateur. Yeah. Muhammad Haji is not there. Here.
Share.
Dr. Onan, are you do you find his name? Because I can't see. I can't find it. Dr. Muhammad Haji. Are you using another name?
No, it's only my name. Mohammed
There is a
Haji.
new program, an updated version of the program.
So, by the way, can you see it?
Wait. Mohammed Haji.
بس كيف البروغرام القديم ما كانش اسمه اللي قلت لك اسمك ما عرفش بلا صايب
Non,
Ouais, excuse
dans
me.
la liste des utilisateurs, je ne trouve pas son nom. I don't find his name
Well,
here.
by the way, well, my name is in the updated list.
لا بالك هنا
Yeah. Well, I am.
What shall I do? Dr. Onan?
Well, yeah, I am using Dr. Hunan username.
Okay, this is it. So like this, I can find him. Okay, Dr. Hunan. Yeah.
Where shall I start?
Wait, Dr. Hunan, are you logged in as a presenter or
Mohammed
because
Haji.
I can't?
No, I am.
على بالك نجم تتعطي روحك لنا بس كنت عارف ما عرفتش you just
Because I can't have I don't have the l'icon utilisateur here. This is why I'm asking Dr. Nadia Ronan.
Yeah.
Perhaps she has
But-
logged in as yeah.
If you excuse me, it's right on my side. All right, shall I start right now?
Yes, it's okay. You can start.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. The floor is yours.
It's small. Well, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for being here. And also, today I'll be discussing my topic, which is about, the exploration of the factors influencing the ELA teachers' adoption and utilization of the LMS Moodle activities in the department of the University of Saida during the post-COVID-19 era. So this is, the table of content. That is, I can just skip it since it's clear. Then after that, I would like to say that in the introduction, this part speak about the problem of the LMS Moodle, the underutilization that influences the quality of English language and literature teaching. Through that problem, we aim to investigate the factors that influence the adoption and utilization of the aforementioned activities. We know that we have 4 activities. We have 4 activities here. We have 4 activities that we can name them. You know, the first one is about the assignment activities. The second, it is about the communication and collaboration activities. The third one, it is about the assessment and the survey activities. And the last one is about the interactive delivery of the content. So these are the most important activities that we can find on Moodle. So here in our study, so we talked about, you know, the literature review that is related to the adoption and utilization of the LMS Moodle activities. So here we set, or we adopted the model of Davis. So in 1989, Davis, you know, he talked about the adoption and utilization of the Moodle activities by saying that we have 2 main important elements. The first one is the easiness of the use of the technology. And the second one, it is about the usefulness of technology. So if both of these elements, you know, they are in the hand of the user, so it will be easy to adopt it and utilize it. So then, this model was developed by Hamadi and Darwa in 2022. So he mentioned about 10 elements or characteristics because, you know, he added another element. So based on this, we set the objectives. The first one is to examine the LMS Moodle activities that ELA teachers adopt and utilize in the e-learning. The second one, we wanted to explore the factors that impact the adoption and utilization of these activities. Since we have this, the sub-objectives, but here, since we are running out of time, I needed just to say, you know, briefly. So the research design that we used here, you know, it's based on the model that I said before. It was developed, it was created by Davis in 1989, and it was developed by Hamadi and Darwa in 2022. So in this research design, where we use the data collection, we use as research instrument the performance list and qualitative questionnaire to explore or to gather data about the factors affecting the use or utilization of the LMS Moodle activities. Then, for example, we took a sample of 14 teachers or ELA teachers out of 41. The data analysis was analyzed or processed by the SPSS, the version 26, and Excel code and summarization for the qualitative data from the questionnaire. The results here showed that. So the results on the side of the quantitative data we have from tables 1 to 5. It says that most ELA teachers are females and specialize in didactics. And the majority of the ELA teachers do not use all the types of the LMS Moodle activities except for lesson and page, which means that in our department, we don't use any activities of Moodle except for paging, which means just to copy, paste. And the second one is to write a lesson, and this is not Moodle. The second one, it is about the qualitative data. So in the qualitative data, so here for the qualitative data, as you can see, so on table, or from table, let's say 6 to 9, so we delve into the factors that influence this, why the teachers did not use all these activities. So they answer that most factors influencing the adoption and utilization of the LMS Moodle activities are related to the system quality, the information quality, support, since we have here a double or 2 main support. Organizational support, which means from the university like rector, the dean, etc. The second one, it is from the the technical support that the model should be work efficiently. It's not like technical problems and so on. Also, we have another problem, which is, or factor, which is perceived cause, perceived usefulness, self-efficacy, intrinsic motivation, the structure, attitude, and social influence and habits. In the discussion, so we needed the discussion in order to consolidate our findings. This study explores the ELA teachers' adoption of the LMS Moodle activities at our university, emphasizing factors influencing their usage. So our findings reveal that challenges in adopting assignment-related activities due to the issues like instructor support, lack of training, technical problems, and system quality. The study indicates that strong link between system quality and adoption. Additionally, ELA teachers face obstacles in utilizing communication and collaboration features and assessment activities with intrinsic motivation, technical problems, and student laziness that influence the adoption. Teacher support also and self-efficacy emerge as crucial factors in the interactive delivery of content activities on the LMS Moodle. So in the conclusion, we can say that this study at the University of Saida explored ELA teachers' engagement with LMS Moodle, identifying obstacles in activities like assignment, communication, and assessment. Factors influencing adoption included instruction support, system quality, intrinsic motivation. The challenges specific to the ELA students, such as motivation issues and laziness, hindered effective LMS utilization. As an open question, the study prompts further exploration. How might educational institutions address these challenges and enhance support structures to promote more seamless adoption and utilization of the LMS Moodle platforms in English language learning context? So now, thank you so much. And if there are any questions, you can ask me later, or you can have my, let's say, email address. You can just contact me, and I can answer you about this one. So thank you again, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mohammed Haji, for your presentation. Now I'm calling Dr. Abdullah Amin Barisha. I couldn't find him, but if he is under another name, I don't know.
Hello, we are logged on with the profile of the account of Professor Nadia Wonan.
Okay, yes. So the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Would you please give me one moment to...
Yes, for sure.
Are you able to see my presentation?
Yes. Yes, it's there. Yeah, it's clear.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank the esteemed committee of organizers for organizing this very interesting conference. And I would like also to express my appreciation and honor to belong to the University of Saida. So my topic is about e-learning in the light of post-COVID-19 at the Algerian tertiary level. So with the unprecedented globalization process, which has tackled several sectors of human life, be it economy, be it trade, and not also forgetting the fact that diseases have become also integral part of the globalization. And COVID-19 has been an unprecedented pandemic as well, which has forced a rapid and radical and unprecedented change and shift towards e-learning when it comes to education. So while platforms like Moodle enhance educational continuity, the Algerian context presented several challenges and opportunities. Hence, the current presentation endeavors to explore the post-pandemic landscape of e-learning in the Algerian higher education system, focusing on the Moodle's role, the technology acceptance model, and the emerging opportunities and challenges. So, as we know, Moodle is part of the LMS learning management systems, which have opened up education and made it more free and open source, as it provides educators, trainers, administrators, and learners as well with a robust and secure online platform to achieve the educational objectives. It has also enabled education to become more accessible through different options of e-learning, virtual classrooms, and improvement of distance learning. As well, it has...
Sorry, Dr. Boyat, the slides are not moving.
What about now?
Yes, now it's okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So these platforms like Moodle ensured the continuity of education during and even after COVID-19 pandemic in such a way that promoted lifelong autonomous learning and facilitated the tasks of teachers. Some of the studies have shown that there was an increase of usage of the Moodle in the Algerian sphere, which teachers have, Algeria found itself within this unprecedented issue. So the Moodle was a very significant solution in order to continue the educational objectives. So when it comes to the town model, which was developed by Davis, it has three integral parts. So the perceived ease of use of technology, the perceived usefulness, and the behavioral intention. So the educational stakeholders had to provide ongoing efforts in order to enhance the educational online platforms, and also to emphasize on their efficiency and benefits when it comes to flexibility, accessibility, and when it comes to the attitude part, the psycho-pedagogical part, the behavioral intention was very prominent, in which there had been a need to address the challenges which are related to infrastructure and so forth. Some of the challenges were the digital divide. So the socioeconomic inequality of students and also some teachers was very prominent, in which there has been a necessity to invest in the internet connectivity in order to make it to increase the debit and so forth. The digital literacy has become very influential, in which out of a sudden COVID came, online platforms were provided, the teachers were lacking training on digital performance, also students, also faculty members. Hence, the development of context-specific online resources was not very effective and efficient. Before the COVID-19, there had been several attempts to promote blended learning, for example, but still it was relying on the basic tools of information communication technology, and it was always limited on these aspects. With the international cooperation, there have been several projects that were offered, but they were always lacking the efficiency. So some of the opportunities that came with in the post-COVID-19 pandemic was the increased accessibility to the learning resources, the flexibility, which regarded the place and the time, effectiveness, in which e-learning has become more efficient, so cheaper, further and farther outcomes were gained. So there was also an improved engagement in which the analysis of the e-learning platforms increased students' intrinsic motivation and autonomous learning. So collaboration has become more influential, in which even some of the Algerian PhD students who went as expats to other countries came back to Algeria with their know-how and introduced also very effective methodologies of dealing with the digital learning. The internationalization of the educational system, in which the Moodle, for example, is an open source platform which opened up the gates to the international educational higher systems. So some of the challenges involve sustainable funding, long-term investment, so working effectively on the digital literacy programs and training. We all know that training is existing nowadays, but we have to make a difference between informing and forming. It's not the same, but we are still confused on this part. So bring in very qualified trainers who are not only going to tackle the academic part, but also the practical part. So working on the policy frameworks, we have to clarify the policies and the regulations, and also work on mitigation strategies in such a way that renders our system more proactive. But we have also to work on the data-driven response and not random responses or copy-paste approaches from other countries without any adaptation. So also increasing a consultation with the educational stakeholders and getting rid of the top-down, let's say, we can say non-democratic work. So also infrastructure has to be modernized and updated, continue with training to improve digital literacy, working more on the quality of the content. Normal pedagogical lessons or lectures are not the same like the digital ones. We have to make a difference to train teachers on adapting their content to the e-learning platforms. Also, assessment and evaluation are key components in order to enhance the sustainability of the educational programs. When it comes to the psychopedagogical aspect, working on the emotive and attitudes of the stakeholders is very crucial. Working on the equity and access, we have to ensure that all the students possess at least to some degree the same digital tools, the same maybe connectivity. We have to fundraise programs that improve this. So some of the recommendations is to involve all the educational stakeholders to promote e-learning, to be more serious about the implementation and the integration of bottom-up strategies. So teachers have to have a say, students have to have a say, administrators, and so forth. Supporting the development of sustainable networks and frameworks, systems for collaboration, cooperation between the different sectors and educational levels. Using the existing platforms to enhance the exchange of good practices. So conferences like this can be part of this exchange and sharing useful experiences from different universities of Algeria, and then extending this to the global level. Establishing clear policies and regulations for e-learning, including quality assurance, intellectual property rights, and data privacy, because some teachers may do tremendous efforts in promoting some educational programs, and other teachers would find it easily to, or other even students or other parts would be able to get easily to these data. So we can think here about promoting an Algerian platform for e-learning, which is adapted to the local situation. The internet debit in Algeria is not the same in the USA. The Algerian students are not the same, so we have to adapt to create a local model, which of course inspires from global models, but has to be contextual. So investing more in e-learning would have very interesting outcomes, not only on the academic and the educational level, but also could be concerned with the economic level, because we can see nowadays with the MOOCs, prestigious universities are sharing, are also providing educational programs online, and students from all over the world can integrate these courses. They can be even paid. So universities in Algeria can also participate in the development of this entrepreneurial economic development. And we have also to work on the promotion of blended learning. Teachers and students have to be able to have a good usage of the online materials, but at the same time benefits from the face-to-face learning situations. Research is very important as well for development. So we can summarize what we have seen in 6 main steps. First, we have to do an extensive, in-depth, scrutinized needs analysis and identification. Also, mitigation is always better, as we say in Arabic. So in English, also always be proactive, try to have strategies for crisis. Then we move to the integration part, which has to be contextual and also affordable. Adaptation is very important, and then working to update and modernize the e-learning situation has to be a focal point. And then continuous summative and formative evaluation and assessment, which will lead us to an evolutionary developed e-learning in the Algerian context. And thank you very much, and I appreciate your the remarks and the comments.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for your presentation. So now we are going to move to Dr. Badra Haj Jalloul from University of Saida with the presentation entitled Blended Learning During and After the COVID-19 Literature Review. So I'm going to give you the floor.
Yeah, hello everybody. No? Would you give me the hand so to share my presentation? Okay. So it's uploading. Just give me a few minutes to appear on your screen.
It's okay.
Okay, great. Good afternoon, everybody. My presentation is about the blended learning during and after COVID-19. It's a literature review since I was a student who used to study via remote learning, and now I am an instructor trying to cope and trying to make the same with my students via giving kind of lectures online. This work aims generally to give an insight or to provide an insight about the experience of the Algerian universities with blended learning. As we all know, it wasn't prepared or implemented step by step, but it comes as a sudden. The idea of giving lecture in a remote way or not face-to-face traditional ways of giving lectures and given let's say the process of teaching. Now on this ground, this research aims to, let's say, to give an idea about the literature review and the research done in different contexts in Algeria and in different universities to see the benefits, the advantages, the challenges, the drawbacks of the remote learning when it is during the pandemic and after it, when the universities start to give face-to-face in parallel with remote or online courses. As for the data was cued or was collected from different articles published during and after the pandemic. They were collected and from Algerian researchers, of course, within Algerian context. Now, going to our results, now we can say the results are in a bit similar in all the contexts concerning the advantages. Both, let's say, the instructors and the students, they do agree that the online learning, it gives them the opportunity to access to reliable sources and to reliable information, varied sources of information, including those given by the instructors and those they are, let's say, the instructors or the teachers, they guide them toward. For example, given the links to other extra sources for the students to look for. Now, it was also the teachers or the instructors stated that they have, let's say, the possibility to post in a well-structured manner, in an easy manner, their lectures on the different platforms used, including the Moodle platform and other platforms like Google Meet and Google Classrooms, as well as the Zoom. Now, the easy access to those platforms, since each and everybody, as much as I know, are nowadays skillful, let's say, with using technologies, with using different equipments of the technological equipment. Now, as well, the flexibility of the timing of lectures. Now, the students, the majority of this, yeah? Shall I continue? Or is there anyone who wants to? Okay, shall I continue? Okay, I will continue anyway.
Yes,
now the flexible time. Okay, thank you. The flexible timing, especially when it comes to students, the students or the learners in general, they said that they spent much time home with their families. They do not lose neither time nor money, and with when the pandemic hits, the economic status of most of the Algerian let's say, families was impacted, but they do not lose, or they do not spend much money going to the campus and losing that money anyway. So they are home, taking their lectures, doing their exams from home, benefiting from seeing their families, benefiting from having much time to spend in studying, in learning, and not wasting much money. Now, as well, they said they are they were engaged in an interactive communication between teacher and teacher via the chatting room, or students among each other in chatting rooms. Now, going to other advantages, as I said, the variation of lectures, the way of they were delivered, including the document, the video conference, the audio and video recording, and the visual sources such as the images, the charts, and the diagrams. Now, the open and the virtual discussion, which gives, as I said, significant feedback. Now, the tracking, according to the teacher, they found it easy to track or to be in contact, to stay in contact with their students who are in a process of writing a thesis. So they are always there, they are always following them. Now, the easy as well delivering of the lessons, the tasks, and the assignments. Now, when going to the shortcomings or the drawbacks, now the teacher and students, they have a limited skill or limited experience with online learning or online teaching experience, as it is implemented in a sudden way. Now, the technical problems with the platform, they cannot access, they cannot find themselves registered, they cannot find the lectures there, the shortage of the internet. Now, some families with the low income, they have the lack of sophisticated, let's say, technological equipment, such as the laptops, the smartphones, or even the tablet. They cannot afford, some families, they cannot afford this equipment for their children. Now, the as I said, I'm saying the socioeconomic situation of the families. Now, other shortcomings, it includes the chaos. I've already said that. Now, the chaos. Now, the chaos when it is an online or an online conference or an online course. Now, the chaos and the let's say the unfair opportunities for students to participate and to engage in the lectures. Now, the intense as well lectures, the lack of engaging activities and practices, and the large number of students within one single class. Now, the lack of motivation, I've seen that some researchers, they mentioned that the motivation to learn or to develop let's say a good a good skill or an appropriate skill to manage to be to work on those platforms that was related to the lack of motivation from the part of the teacher or from the part of the students. Now, some as well mentioned that this way of learning resulted in low level of productivity, now development of critical thinking, and the low development of the engagement. Now, here, what I really noticed was that the results or the literature review, the researchers were in a contradictory state. Some they state that this was beneficial and within their universities, within their context, that it was beneficial, that the students enjoyed it, both the teachers and the both the teachers and their learners approved it and see it as a fruitful way, and they said that we haven't faced many problems. However, in other contexts, they said that the learners faced many problems that caused them to relinquish the idea of having an online lecture in the future. Now, the solution, or as a solution, as a suggestion for to solve this problem.
Sorry, Dr. Jalloul, please you go to the conclusion directly.
Yeah, this is my conclusion. In fact, now concerning a kind of solution, as I said, I was a student and I was suffering from such problems. I can say that if the Ministry of Education, if the universities are, let's say, offer free Wi-Fi, free access to the Wi-Fi or to the internet for the students, will be something that we appreciate. Students will appreciate that if given, let's say, classroom occupied with computers that the students can log to, if given the loaning computer service is also a beneficial issue, helping the students to continue, let's say, learning online. Yeah, thank you very much, and sorry for taking too much time.
It's okay. Thank you, dear, for your presentation. Now we are going to move to Dr. Iman Shraid.
Yes, I'm here.
So you are there?
Yes. Would you just
because
yeah. Meanwhile, I'd like to start by thanking the organizers for such an opportunity to share our thoughts about such a sensitive topic. And I'd like also to thank the colleagues for their valuable contributions as well.
Yeah.
So I can't see the plus on my screen.
Wait. So Dr. Iman Shraid from Sila University, this is it.
Yes.
So I even meet...
Actually, I am with my co-author, Dr. Hana Shraid from Sila University as well. I'd like to say that she was waiting for her turn with me, but she had to go because she has a class now. So
Dr. Hana Shraid, okay.
Yeah. She had to leave, so she was waiting. As expected in the program, but since we have, okay, I can see the plus now. Just give me time to upload. Okay.
Yeah. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to introduce your presentation. So Dr. Iman Shraid and Dr. Hanan Shraid from Sila University and Biskra University are going to present a work entitled COVID Generation, Forged Algerian University Students, Damaged or Empowered. Yes.
Yes. Indeed.
So the floor is
sounds good. Yeah. I'm just reading it. My presentation. Okay. Actually, I don't know about the. I think that the version of the PPT I'm using cannot be.
You just go to upload.
Yeah, I know the procedures, but yeah, I know the procedures.
You upload it, then you wait few seconds till it is uploaded. Yeah, and then you click on Téléviser. You have to wait a few seconds.
I have to wait until it shows, because here it's indicated.
Yes. Yeah, you have to wait till it is 100%. Then it would be okay to see it all together.
Okay, let me wait then.
You uploaded it.
Yes, I'm trying to. The problem is that my version, my PPT version, is not indicated here.
Normally, you go to upload, then
Yeah, I know.
where
Yeah. The problem with the PPT version, I think that my office is not there. I'm going to change the version into, I don't know, presentation PowerPoint. Can you get me? So the problem is the version of PowerPoint I'm using. Yeah, so the software here cannot just show it. I can't see it. Again, the same thing. I cannot see my presentation. Can I send it to you?
You couldn't even.
Yeah, I can't even see it on the screen when I upload. So I'm seeing all the documents here except my presentation. So I thought maybe the problem is with the version. Let me try again. So let's upload my presentation. So nothing.
Dr. Ronan, can you help us with this? Dr. Ronan?
Hello?
Yes, Dr. Ronan?
Yes?
What's the issue?
She can't. So the issue or the problem that she couldn't upload her PPT. What shall we do? Or Dr. Iman Shraid.
Can you share your screen, please, instead of uploading the PowerPoint?
She's not here now. So I'm going to move to the other presenter. In the meanwhile,
She's here.
Yes, Dr. Nouria Ali Rabah and Dr. Fatiha Mugismiya. Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, she will present from.
So I present after her. Meanwhile, I try to.
Yes, it's better. It's better. Yes. Ali Rabah Mugismiya.
السلام عليكم دكتور إيمان. دكتور إيمان.
وعليكم السلام. Yes.
ممكن نشرح لك ديري نتاعك بالطريقة الثانية second method شير الأيقونة قدام بجانب الكاميرا والكام. C'est bon.
Dr. Ali Rabah.
Uploaded the presentation.
Okay, I can see it. No.
Okay.
Dr. Shraid, we let you for after. Okay? Be ready after.
It's fine.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your understanding. So, Dr. Ali Rabah, the floor is yours. You can start.
Yes. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Ronan for giving us this opportunity, and I would like to welcome the presenters from inside and outside Algeria, of course. And I would like also to thank the organizers that have spent really great efforts. So my work is shared with Dr. Bouguesmiya Fatiha. We are from Dr. Moulay Tahir University of Saida. The work or the research is entitled From Crisis to Opportunity, Transforming Teaching and Learning in Post-COVID Era. In the face of adversity, yes. Introduction. In the face of adversity, we often discover resilience and innovation as we navigate through crisis. The seeds of prosperity can be shown, laying the foundation for growth, adaptation, and positive transformation. In the post-COVID era demands fundamental evolution of teaching and learning paradigms due to the shift from crisis to opportunity. In order to improve accessibility and inclusivity, this transition entails leveraging the potential of digital tools, online platforms, and remote learning. Teachers and educational institutions are rethinking the classroom by investigating blended learning methods that integrate virtual and in-person learning. The transition from crisis to opportunity in the post-COVID era necessitates a thorough evolution for teaching and learning paradigms. This shift requires making the most of the possibilities presented by digital tools, online platforms, and remote learning in order to increase accessibility and diversity. Through the exploration of blended learning approaches that combine online and classroom instruction, educators and educational establishments are redefining the classroom. The recognition of students' diverse needs and learning preferences has led to an increase in the popularity of personalized learning approaches. Yes. The crisis has promoted collective reflection on the purpose of education, urging stakeholders, to prioritize holistic development and lifelong learning. In the following slide, we will discuss the importance of reimagining education in response to the crisis, explore how teaching methods can be adapted to better suit the needs of diverse learners. Research questions are presented on screen. What are the key challenges faced by educators in the post-COVID era? How can teaching and learning be transformed to leverage the lessons learned during the crisis? And what opportunities for innovation and improvement have emerged in the post-education? Yes. Research percentage is okay? No. Yes, concerning the hypothesis. Yes, the hypothesis in the post-COVID era or the post-COVID era provides an opportunity for educators to adopt innovative pedagogical approaches that enhance students' engagement and learning outcomes. The integration of technology in teaching can lead to more flexible and personalized learning experiences, and collaborative and inclusive teaching strategies are essential for addressing the diverse needs of students in the transformed education. Immediate impact on education. Worldwide establishment had to abruptly close in order to stop the virus from spreading among staff and students. With the discontinuation of traditional in-person instruction, instructors and students had to adjust quickly to the change to remote learning. Challenge faced, disparities in technologies. Not all teachers and students had equal access to the internet and other technologies needed for distance learning. 2, pedagogical shifts. Teachers frequently with little support or training have to swiftly modify their lesson plans to fit online learning environments. And students' engagement without actual classrooms and in-person interactions, it became difficult to keep students motivated and engaged. And the last one, assessment and evaluation concerns over the impartiality and integrity of evaluations were raised when traditional techniques of assessment had to be redesigned for distance learning. Long-term challenges. long-term challenges. As the pandemic persisted, the education sector witnessed a more permanent shift in attitudes towards online and blended learning. Institutions and educators invested in professional development to enhance digital literacy and pedagogical skills for effective online teaching. Hybrid models of education combining both in-person and online components gained prominence as a way to provide flexibility and adaptability. Yes, here I have put some data collected from teachers at Dr. Maritime University. Students' perspectives on remote learning vary widely as individual experiences, preferences, and circumstances play significant roles. Students may express regarding remote learning if it was beneficial or not for them. Different percentages are demonstrated in the bar graph. Bands between virtual in-person experiences might be reflected in the fields. There are different percentages from 36.84% to 29.72%, expressing the attitudes toward remote learning. Here, there is also a paragraph exposing the availability of teaching materials according to teachers. The figure above shows the 60% of the answers saying no, giving negative answers. The majority of teachers replied with no, 34% of them replied with yes.